And last, we'll talk about pressure. This parameter is used for qualifying the presence of artificial pressure artifacts due to the probe. Artificial pressure can cause misrepresentation of flow. This time we'll start with the worst videos that were scored as a 2. Videos will get a score of 2 if they show some flow completely stopped, obvious pressure artifacts due to changes in field of view or slight movements, starting and stopping of flow, reversal of flow, or poor or changing flow in the larger veins. Here are some examples of unacceptable pressure. Did you catch it? If not, here it is again in slow motion. Here it is again at normal speed. Okay, we'll highlight those areas one more time. Those vessels represented stopped flow from pressure. If the large vessels are stopped, then we cannot assume that the smallest vessels are representative of true flow. Here's another example looped a few times over. The larger vessels should always be flowing. Here's the clip again in slow motion. Here's the clip again at normal speed. We'll play it through one more time. Here's an example of another type of pressure artifact. Here the probe is slowly being retracted to relieve pressure. Did you notice how the vessels became filled with blood after the pressure was relieved? Here's the clip once more. Right about here you can see all the blood filling in. Even though this movie moves around a lot, watch the largest vessel. You can see that even though the field of view changes, the flow in the vessel isn't always the same. This is because as the field of view changes, pressure is being applied to the tissue by the probe. In this video, you can see that there's enough pressure being applied that flow stops and reverses in these lower vessels. Here it is in slow motion. All of the videos you've seen so far would fail the pressure parameter and get a score of 2. Let's take a look at some other videos. A video will get a score of 1 if it shows some signs of questionable pressure. In these videos, it is often not possible to definitively judge if the flow is sluggish due to pressure. Here's our first example. On the left, there is a junction of vessels with various types of flow. This could be pressure, but since flow all around the vessel is continuous, we cannot say that the slow flow we see in the junction is definitely caused by pressure. We would score this a 1. Here's our second example. The intermittent sluggish flow in the medium-sized vessels in the middle of the video could possibly be due to pressure. Since we're not sure, we'll score this video a 1. Remember, a score of 1 means that there is suspected pressure. Scoring videos with a 1 does not stop us from analyzing it. Here's our third example. In the lower left, you can see some intermittent flow as the field of view changes slightly. This could be due to pressure, but since the other vessels around it are still moving freely, we'll consider this questionable pressure and score it a 1. And here's our final example. What you'll notice here is that even though there is disrupted flow in this vessel, the vessels around it are still flowing, so we cannot definitely call this pressure. We'll score it a 1. Now let's go over videos that we score as 0. If the videos show constant flow in their entire length, show no obvious signs of artificially sluggish or stop flow, and have good flow in the largest of vessels, then we would give them a pressure score of 0. Here are a number of videos that all show good flow in the largest of vessels. This wraps up the quality scoring training video. After scoring a video for each of the 6 parameters, we would then move on to the next level, which is analysis. Only movies that did not receive a 2 in any of the parameters would move on. Please review each section of this movie as needed.